guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to take you along as I set up the trampoline that I got my kids for Christmas. This year I decided that I was really tired of buying them a ton of small things and they didn't play with them, or they got tired of them, or they got lost in the toy box. So I decided that I would get them something that they could play on all year long and we could really get a lot of use out of, not so much me, but the rest of the kids as a family. They absolutely love it. It was a bit of, how do I say this? It was a little crazy putting it up. It wasn't hard. There wasn't like anything that was difficult so much. It was just kind of tedious. And there was a bunch of times that I had to stop and read the directions. A few times in there, the directions weren't very clear, so I had to kind of figure it out on my own. I had a bit of a mishap with my camera. So it was a bit of a mess, but in the end, we got it done and they absolutely love it. And I'm so excited. They are out there all the time. They get home from school, they go and play on it, they're jumping, it's awesome. They get the exercise and they just enjoy it so much. So if you guys, any one of you actually bought a trampoline for your kids as well, I wanna know about it. Comment down below. How did it go? Did you have an easy time setting it up? Was it difficult? Do they love it? Would you recommend it? I want to know it all. This is still a very young YouTube channel and you guys interacting with me is everything. I want to know what you guys have to say, and I'm just going to keep making content that I enjoy watching and hopefully you'll enjoy it too. Thank you for sticking with me through this. I realized that I had to actually record this video on my phone and I recorded it standing straight up instead of on portrait mode. So it's a little rough, but I went ahead and uploaded it anyways because it's still, you know, even though it's not the way it should be, it's still pretty good. You know, you get to see if you're deciding you want to have a trampoline, you get to see what the process is. So definitely comment down below, subscribe. If you could hit the like button, that would mean everything to me, guys. And I will see you guys and I hope you enjoy.
Of my mind, streak of black, left alone. Hold through the day, just one breath and fade away. So take my surrender, no clouded mind defender. Poison fill me, keep me thinking, living till this world I'm in just great.
Okay, so I'm trying not to freak out and think that this was a horrible idea because this is a whole lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get to it.
Rising up like phoenixes, been tired of pushed down the grounds. Speaking my heart like it really is, 'cause I can't take another no. I see, I like, I go, I get, no
So up until this point, things were going relatively well until I realized that the instructions didn't say that I had to stagger the place where I put the open spot for the canopy to go. So I had to undo everything I had just done and remove it and then put it in the correct order. That was a lot easier said than done because they wanted to kind of stay stuck with where they were. But eventually, after some maneuvering and twisting and pulling, we were able to get it undone and put in the right order. Problem number 2 that we encountered was the instructions actually didn't tell us that we had to put the open end for the legs facing upwards. They said to put it downward facing the ground. Once we did that and assembled everything, it made us have to turn over the entire frame, which was actually really difficult to do. We were able to do it and get the legs on, but I really wish the instructions would have said to keep them facing up instead of down. That would have saved me about an hour of work.
I ain't gonna stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just go shout. Sometimes I struggle in this place, been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah. No, I'm not down, no, I'm not out. If I got a voice, they gon' hear me shout. I can make my own choice, and we've all got a mouth. I'ma make noise, yeah, that I don't doubt. I don't feel failure, not yet. Mistakes they make, yeah, better don't regret. And like Drake said, man, I'm upset. Too many people out here wasting their breath, yeah, yeah. And still I feel like we've just all been going crazy. Too many people need to find themselves some safety. Just take control of your life, it's all day to day, yeah. Don't need nobody else, myself can always save. Sometimes I struggle in this place, been in circles several days, never knowing the right way.
After successfully getting the frame set up, it was time to put on the wraparound safety net and the actual trampoline part that they bounce on. You have to actually connect them because there isn't a gap, and that's like a safety feature, which is great, but holy cow, you have to go through each piece and connect them and put them together, and that took absolutely forever. Up until now, everything was going really smoothly, apart from a few of those little mishaps that we had. But here's where everything kind of went downhill. As you can see in the background, it starts to get really windy, and the tripod that my phone was on wasn't anchored to the ground. And you're about to see the exact moment that my phone takes a tumble and really hits the ground hard. Surprisingly, right after that, the camera was fine. It didn't have any issues. As you can see, the quality in the picture is great. But after about 10 minutes, for some reason, it just went really blurry, and you could definitely see there was like a film over it. So from now on, after this, you're going to start seeing that the video quality isn't as good. Sorry guys, I have had it fixed, so it's much better now, but that's what you get for not anchoring your tripod.
Another day when we don't disagree, and when the sun's shining regardless
still that's so far away.
Putting the springs on was the part I was dreading. I remember when I was a kid, my mom and I put our trampoline together and this part was miserable. But this time I actually was able to get through Amazon these like tools that you use to pull on them, and it made it a breeze. It wasn't hard at all. It really only took us about 10 minutes to get all the springs on there, and it was such a better experience. I highly recommend if you're setting up a trampoline. Go on Amazon and get the tool that's meant to pull the springs. It will make your life so much easier. Also, because of what happened with my camera, I wasn't able to actually finish filming putting the rest of the trampoline together. I wanted to make sure that I got my phone in and got it fixed before any more damage happened. So you're gonna see that it is completely done, but I'm sorry that you weren't able to see the rest of the process. So here is the final result. The kids absolutely love it. They've been jumping on it non-stop. I was able to get the sides up and I was able to get the netting up, and I got the ladder set up as well. It actually has a basketball net that goes like right here, but that keeps falling down. It's just attached with like bungee cords, so every time they like dunk on it and stuff, it falls down, but that's okay. They really don't even care. They have their balls that are on there and they throw them and they have fun, and I do believe it was worth it. Even though it was a long, tedious process, they love it. So that's all that matters.